Hi guys, this is Unreal Tech Ultimate. Today I'll be showing you a really cool way to get input in Python. Anyways, today what we'll be trying is basically to get the input of whoever's using the program and use the input however you want. So, to get started, let me tell you about the command, command input. Basically, what it does is it helps get an input from whoever's using the program. And I'll show you how it works because it's kind of hard to describe. So you type input, and inside in these things, you have to write what you want it to say before it asks for the input. For example, like, do you see this? And then you can add a colon and a space. And as you can see, when I run it, it shows me like, do you see this? And then you can type something like, yes, and it saves that. Well, it would have saved it. So to save it, what we can do is we can type var for variable. We can rename it later. Var is equal to input, right? And var will be whatever you type after whatever we type for do you see this? And we can print var. I can demonstrate what I'm saying. And if I run this, do you see this? And then we can type yes, and it says yes because that's what we typed. And now that we can do this, we can use this to create all sorts of things. For example, say you want to create like a security system, something, and you want to use the input, and if you type the correct name, then only you can get access. So you can type like var is equal to input. Please enter your name. And then we could do if var is equal to, and in here we can write what we want it to be equal to. So we can type and if it's equal to that, then we can like print access granted. Or we can just put an else statement. And if it's not Unreal Tech Ultimate, then we can print sorry, you not you do not have access. And just like that, we have to type the correct name. So if we type anything except for Unreal Tech Ultimate, like anything, and then it says, sorry, you do not have access. But if you do this, and then we type Real Tech, and you have to type it word for word, letter for letter, and the capitalization should be the same. Access granted. And also how about this? I'll show you one more thing. So, for example, if we want to turn something lowercase or uppercase, then there's a special trick. Basically, what you have to do is say you want to turn the variable to all lowercase, right? So, like, just in case somebody makes a capitalization error while typing their thing, and so you want to turn whatever they type to all lowercase. Now, you could go through each letter and like check if it's uppercase or lowercase and then switch it out for the correct one. But there's a very easy way to do it. All you have to type is, since it's stored in a variable, you can type var is equal to var dot lower. Now, the command lower basically turns everything lowercase. But if you don't type var is equal to var dot lower, it's not going to save it. There's also another way to do it if you don't want to use a whole line. You can come right here and type dot lower. So it won't even save the uppercase variable. It'll just save the lowercase one. So I prefer the top method, but if you like, there's some situations when you can't do this. So you can always do this. So that's two ways to do it. So I'm going to delete this and show you guys how it works. If we do this, and if we type the wrong name, it still works the same. Right? Sorry, you do not have access. Oh, and I'll show you one more thing. I'll print var after it lowers it. Print var. Yeah. So if we type something wrong, like this, it keeps it lowercase and says, sorry, do not have access. But say if you type something like all caps, it lowercases it. And even if you have something that's like capital and not capital, so like this, something like that, it even turns that into all lower. And it works the same as before. So if you say type like the Unreal is capital, right? But the tech is lower, it's see, if you look at it, actually says Unreal Tech Ultimate, and it's not the same. But since we're using the dot lower, watch this. Access granted, because it lowercases it to Unreal Tech Ultimate. So I feel like that's really cool. And it's the same to turn uppercase. You can just do dot upper. And it basically works the same, but it turns it uppercase, and we can just type, let's type something easier like yes. And if we run that, whatever we type turns uppercase. And it works the same if you type like ask pleasure. And basically that's how it works. So I hope you guys learned something. And anyways, this is Unreal Tech Ultimate out of here.